Hey guys, welcome back. Good evening. Good evening. Let me see. All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's see what. Start with the 1 hour here. Um, so far, big drop, pullback, run liquidity, big drop, pullback, consolidation. Ran liquidity, yeah. So I'm expecting price to go lower, but I also don't know now if this bigger fair value gap of these highs going to be the catalyst for tomorrow type of thing. So we'll have to wait and see now. But this is pretty sideways, equal lows there. And let's jump to the 15 minute. Okay, so 15 minute we went down, create nice liquidity here, take that off, run up, and now we're sitting at these equal lows. Equal lows. And then obviously we've got liquidity lower down. All right, so then we go to a 1 minute and we look at this disaster here. All right, so equal lows here, but pretty much sideways. We went up, came down. We did that first 15 minutes high and low as expected, and now it's just going sideways. We did run these equal highs right here, but didn't really push down. Consolidate, run up, break structure, consolidate, push down, consolidate, broke up. Now this is where we are. So yeah, let's see how this all unfolds here. Uh, right. Let's see. Okay, we're just gonna have to. I don't know if anybody's in any trades. I'm not, unfortunately, or fortunately, not unfortunately. No trades for me yet. I mean, I don't know if there's going to be any trades. So now we wait and we wait. It was a bit of touch and go for me in the AM session today. I mean, I messed this trade up here. I closed it. I should have left it. It would have run up. But I thought I was going to get stopped here. So I just cut it. And then I missed this long here. And my timing was completely out today. And then I waited. And this all set up here. And I took the short here. And we took it all the way down here. It bounced. I thought, geez, that was a nice TP. And then it dropped further into that low, which was the original target. And now what we look at here is equal highs here as well. We've took these equal highs there. I mean, we could look at these, oh gosh, this gap here. And the reason I'm saying that gap, because this low, this high and this one is relatively equal, so that could be a target up there to then come down again, maybe down to these. So let's see if it's going to play out that way or what we get. These are also equal. So actually going to try this buy into this TP right there. Then we'll put our stops. Oh, what? Leave it there. Only problem here is that's pretty equal lows as well. Maybe not the best trade, yeah. Should have waited for that to run that first and then target those. Anyways, it is what it is. Maybe we get lucky and we get the bounce before we take those equal lows out. Hey Steve, Blue Mango, I greeted you. Mr. Logistics. Yep, the 15-minute orb did play out. It did not play out with the VWAPs, but the other, you know, the consensus that we run the highs and then target the lows, that played out. Yep, it's quite a day. I did end up green for the day, so the only thing I'm a bit irritated by is I took like 1 million trades. And I don't know why. So this is where we started. I took a trade here along, put my stop down here. Went up, came down. I was like, what the hell's going on? We need to bounce. And I closed it here. We did bounce. I thought, okay. And then we came back. I was like, thank goodness I'm out. And then it went up. This was another entry right here. I missed that one. And then I got screwed here. And then at last I took the short here that run all the liquidity all the way down here. So it did played out for me at the end. But I must say to you guys, might not look like it, but I was pretty exhausted in my mind after that trade. Because as I took the short, I was like, oh, Neil, why are you taking it? Just let it be. Luckily, I did it because all set up. Small moves are packed with punches. Yeah. Sorry, man. Yeah, it's not nice to lose an account, but I guess it's one of those things. You did take some payouts on that account, haven't you? I think the best thing is, I mean, I'm doing it. I'm writing stuff down here. That when I make stupid stuff, and I did start the week saying that I'm going to take less trades this week, and I did well Monday and yesterday, and then today I got caught up with this nonsense. So okay, so you got accounts. Okay, well then, I mean, if you took 3,000 out, I mean, it's not okay to lose an account, but it's almost like you gotta. So I've made up my mind that I've got this, this prop account. It's not a big account, but I've got a plan with that account. But I also know in the back of my mind, uh, there's a chance that I could lose that account. So it's not like I'm paying $10,000 for it. So you pay small money for it. You qualify. You take money out, and you don't have to be reckless with it. But you learn. So it's a small fee to pay to learn from that account. Yeah, we didn't get that push up there, so. And I guess that's the part you gotta um, but yeah, let's see. All right, so now we're dropping further, so maybe we go down here. All right, so again, I need to get into that habit not to trade between two liquidity pools, so I rather have to wait to run one of them, and then like this one, wait for the market to run the equal highs. It did it so, and then wait for a setup to take it lower. I know there's no break of structure here, but yeah, just wait for it. Or at least I should wait for it. Because we know what can happen in here. Yeah, it looks like we're going short, you go short, and then this happens, and we go back up, yeah. And then you go short, you're in for a short, and you're like, yay. And then this thing comes all the way back up to where your stop might have been. So rather let it run the one side and then see what we got on the other side. But this is breaker structure here. So maybe we get a short up in this fair value gap. Let's say fair value gap, because this is also going to be in that 50% range. Right there, perfect. So you're going to want to No, so wait. Oh, short. So we're going to put our stop, put my stop there. And we're going to try and look for this down there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this to the center. Okay, so we're in the trade here. Now let's see if we can send it lower here. Only reason I'm looking at this, we've got equal lows here. We made like a last push up, a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, a little bit of a lower, and then the shift down. So that is like a perfect, this is a plus to get it down to this level, yeah. And to do tomorrow's and create magnitude very similar theme. Yes, that indicated that I have something like yours. I don't think so. Maybe something like it, but it's not the same. I've got a bit of science behind mine. It feels like those things are no help. Yeah, I mean, mine does help. I mean, for the purpose that I've got them. Yeah, so one thing I can tell you from experience, if you got I don't know, was it RSI or something like that? When your price moves into overbought or oversold, say in this case, here it says it's oversold. I mean, that thing can stay in oversold for 2 weeks before it turns. And what oversold is read wrongly, because the minute you hit the oversold, that means you at almost maximum momentum. So if you trade it differently, and I looked at it, if you take the overbought, oversold, if it's not the right conditions, you'll lose money. But if you do the opposite, if it goes into oversold, you sell and you take profit, and same vice versa. That works because that's momentum, and that is why I had to make changes to mine to say, if I cross the midpoint and this area here, then I'm moving in, going to momentum. So this candle here showed there's momentum coming, and there was momentum. I mean, if I had to short sell here, this thing would just go up. As long as we stay above here, we could go up. But then it can also be momentum. I mean, here you can see it's momentum to the downside, but we're just moving sideways. And that's also telltale sale to rather not trade it. But yeah, that's why I said if you pick an indicator, nothing wrong trading it. But before you trade it, you go and you learn absolutely everything about it. Why is it designed? How's it calculated? And what makes it go into overbought, oversold? Everybody sold it, to people that if it goes into that level, there's a high chance of reversal. It's not the case. If you get something that's overbought at this level, there's equal highs. Yes, if it rejects it and it's equal highs, then I'm going to tell you take the opposite, because then it will work, most likely. So it's the context, and then you use that as a tool. But if you're going to trade off indicators, you've got less than a chance to make money. That's why I rather look at clean price action here, and then I could jump onto, I mean, I haven't looked at this, but this is a clear indication of momentum that's getting lost. Is there's a clear divergence here. Prices going higher, 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 and momentum or price is actually moving lower here. So that tells me, okay, so out of the band, back into the band, there's a chance that we could reverse. Yes, we did it here. Pullback, there's the shift, there's your entry on the fair value gap. So it's most likely going to work. And you're above 50 and you're only getting out of the band now. So there's a very good chance that we're going to go all the way down. If this was down at 30, I would have said to you, maybe we're not going to go all the way. And then I will look at this to say, all right, so we shifted, we consolidating, the blues in the middle. That shows consolidation. And nothing strong here is setting up. Nothing strong here. So got to learn the mechanics about those indicators first. And then you got to go test it to get conviction. I mean, I can look at it, but this indicator took me 3.5 years. Just to put it in context. This indicator, I started working on it before COVID. But the bottom indicator is a standard indicator you can get. It's a TDI. It's very simple to use. If you know what to look for. And it's a good indicator. That's also an indicator that's got a bunch of things built into one. And it was built for a purpose. It wasn't a guy that just sat and think. So there's a method of trading, and a lot of testing went into it to look at the conditions, the this, the that, and there's moving averages and levels and then that's where that TDI got developed. Da, 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 dum, da, dum, dum. Right, let's see how we're going to get that move. I'm just bringing my risk in a bit here. It's not moving crazily. It's more like a consolidation move here. So let's see. Where do you get this Willie Magnus type of thing? It sounds dodgy already. Sounds like a Willie trader. Let's put it back there so you guys can see it. So we've already tested that fair value gap, and now we just, I mean, this is like a mini sell model. It's going high, 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 and then break low, lower high, and then lower low. I mean, without looking at indicators, right? If you find structures like this already, I mean, it's good enough to trade from. So, and I mean, the other thing that works very well with these things as well, I mean, a simple indicator. Just a simple indicator. Moving average, sorry, not indicator, moving average. Just a plain, simple moving average, 50. Hey, Zarbet, how's it, man? Good on you. Did you make money in the AM session, or you only trading PM session? Here we get another, after consolidation, a nice push down. So hopefully these candles will hold. There's no fair value gap here. I don't see the reason for it go all the way back up there. There's a little equal highs there, but I think we should get down here first. But I'm also very cognizant about this fair value gap here. So let's see if we can get some momentum down here. Okay, so I can't see on that H1. I wanted to show you guys that H1 is obviously moving bearish there. It is bearish, but looks like it's turning. And then on 15-minute, it looks like this was like a pullback to go down. Okay, so both was great. Or sorry, I'm not done more during. Okay, cool, man. Bit of a sideways move here, but we're gonna see this through all the way down to these equal lows, and then we'll see if we're gonna do some sort of a bounce to go to those equal highs maybe. Yeah, baby, bring the momentum. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. I don't like those pins, guys. Don't like the pins. I'm trying to see if we pin here, which we have. Where would we go if we have to pull back up? I mean, this could go right up, stop me out, and go to the equal highs first. But I feel confident holding the short here. I don't think it's gonna smash down there in a hurry. Might take its time, but let's see. Come on, we need to get through that that pin low. Prop firms, yes, I do. I do FDMO. Actually got a prop challenge that I'm actually looking at, or that we're trading right now. It's not a big account. There's basically a plan behind it to show we started with a 10K account, then we're getting it funded, and then we're going to take some payouts, and then we're going to use that money to buy a bigger and bigger and bigger account till we get to $1 million. So, yes, I do. I know there's other prop firms that we could trade that does payouts in South Africa on the future side. I don't have one of those accounts, so because of the rules and this and that, I mean, I just need to let me just do this FTMO account first, and then I can move over to something else. And yourself, do you trade any prop firms? Oh, you have Tradeify. All right. Okay, good. And how's that account going? Going well? You making money at least, taking payouts and stuff, or is it a new account that you trying to get funded? All right, guys, so far we did say we want to see momentum through this fair value gap. We did get it, and I also said I want to see us close below that wick. We have, and now we've got a nice big fair value gap here where we can, support price to go down. Obviously, we'll see price pull in, and then hopefully we can get down to our main target here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we're rejecting 50% of that fair value gap, which is good. So now we've got a wick on this side, a body, and a wick hopefully on that side. So let's see. That doesn't look that great. Close, as long as we pull back here like that, then I'm happy. So on a prop account for today, guys, I'm green, so I wasn't gonna try, take a short in this messy price action. Yeah, so happy to stay green till tomorrow. Had some pals already, love the plans, and one payment plan is even better. All right, good, great work, man. All right, so we were chatting about indicators. Quick question to you. Do you use any indicators when you trade? If you do, you can tell us. I use some indicators as well, so to support my trades or my my analysis. So, talking about the indicators, there was a time that I traded the MACD on the also at the 50 EMA, SMA, and that got a 60% strike rate at a risk reward 1 to 1.5. So, but you won't get trades every single day though. But even if you do that, you got to put context behind it. And I can tell you guys one thing: if I look at the market and I'm saying, "Hey, it's going short," and I put up my indicator and they all say, "No, it's going long," I'm better off sitting on my hands and see, because that means what I'm seeing and what they're telling is two different things. Yeah, so this trade was actually a nice trade, very good trade. The Brexit indicator, freaking hell, never heard of that indicator. Sounds like a dish. All right, but stopped using it 8 years ago. Okay, that's some value, but far too much work on multiple time frames, relevance, etc. Okay, one of those type of trades. Walter Bressert cycles. I did use a indicator, and I don't know what it was called, but someone introduced me to an indicator that calculates and displays cycles as well. And I know I had to work through 3 different time frames. And what I came to realize that time I was trading the pound dollar, that I'm just way more successful trading levels the way I do than try to uncipher that cycle indicator. I don't know which one it was, if it was this maybe a similar one or something. But then I bought software who actually, it was called Cycle Trends, and it was built for gold. And it was, I don't know, for people, I don't know how much of cricket you guys know on stream here, but it was built by a guy called Isi Bacha. And Ali Bacha was his brother, who was a cricketer or something. So he built it. He made himself a millionaire using that tool. And that was also based on cycles. I used it, and it works for scalping. But maybe if I use it today, it will perform differently in my eyes. That time I was all over the place. And I've been through, if I tell you guys, I spend a lot of time and money on theories, indicators, training courses, or strategies. I paid a fair deal of money on that. And the only reason I'm still trading, I'm joking, but is to get all my money back that I've paid. That's how money I spent, much money I spent. But yeah, trading was interesting for me. I mean, I've learned a lot. and I'm still learning. I always said trading is like golf. If you just go play once in a while and you don't have a nice handicap, you're gonna hook the ball, you're gonna hit it on the head, you're gonna hit it up in the air, it's gonna be all over the place. You're always gonna be in the bushes looking for your ball, and you're not gonna enjoy the game. But if you actually put some effort in and get the basics right on that, you don't have to be a pro, but just get to a level where you can actually go play a game and enjoy it, then you're in a good place. And that's exactly how I see trading. All right, was a legend in the market, and he a lot of work on Martin Armstrong. Okay, I used to work in a fund, and we used a lot of their materials back then. Okay, that's interesting. Well, that's good. I'm actually gonna, I mean, now that I've got it, yeah, I'm actually gonna read up on it just to have a look. And then I'm gonna look at this other Willie guy. I hope it's not the same as Free Willy, but I'm gonna look at that indicator as well and see if I can find some information on it. Guys, I'm just joking about these things, but I am gonna read up on this Walter guy as well. I've never heard of it, so that's why I want to read up. It's always good to, if there's something I don't know, to go read up and understand it. But I mean, I used to trade Elliott waves. Good grief, guys. I've spent so much time counting waves and marking out mini waves, mid waves, bigger waves, master waves. I promise you that if I didn't do it or follow it daily, I will lose track and don't know where the hell I am in those waves. And then there's some guys saying, "No, I make good money on Elliott waves," and I'm like, guys, I followed. There's a site, a well-known site for Elliott Wave. I think it's called Elliott Wave International or something. So I subscribe to that, and every week they send analysis out, and it's like a repaint indicator. The wave is from A to B. Next week, that B has moved to the higher high, and it keeps moving. And I was like, it's like the post keeps moving, so I can't make a decision here. I did. I'll tell you guys a funny story. So because I trade beta market maker methods, and that's when I started with ICT as well. I did, I mean, trade pound dollar and all of that, so all the currencies. And in COVID, someone introduced another guy to me who's lost a lot of money in gold. And he said, "Can you help me with gold?" So I said, "Yeah, sure, I can have a look." And I start looking at gold, and I'm saying, geez, gold's going up to where it is. So I'm going to see, all right, guys, so we hit our target here. That was a nice trade. And it was actually a very good setup from the top down to the bottom. So, yeah, so that played out very nice. And then this guy said, listen, he lost $500,000 on this account in rands, and can I help him? He's got like I think it was like 120,000 rand in his account in positions. I did analysis, all of that. I said, listen, I would keep this, but I would cut some of the positions already. So I traded that account for him. In 2 weeks, I gave him back 300 and I think it was 370,000 rand. And I didn't charge him or anything for it. And the guy was happy and I saved his life apparently, blah, blah, blah. And I said, no, don't worry about it. Moving on. So he then came back to me and said, listen, here's an account. I left 5,000 Rand in the account. If you, I mean, take that money, trade it. If you can double it, you can take, half of it. I was like, my guy, I just made you 370,000. What am I going to do with 5 grand? And how do you think I'm going to double the account in a week? So I just said, no, you can keep the 5 grand. So some people just don't have the right expectations when it comes to that. But yeah, that's a long-winded answer, man. I have traded gold before. I can look at it. I do analysis for some of my friends who ask on gold. I haven't done gold for a while now, but Bitcoin and some other stocks and stuff. So, but I don't know what makes gold really move. I do think if I trade it, I'll probably make money, and only because everybody is piling into gold. I don't think gold is running up the page right now, or I don't know. I need to go look. Yeah, I think Elliott waves. If you understand, I went and I listened to people who's done very well. Traders who's done very well on that. Just so you guys know, so I worked for two of the biggest banks in South Africa as well, trading futures and options on the agriculturals and financials, and so that's where my understanding and love for trading basically came from. I didn't stick around for it. I left it, and then I came back to it and actually made it my mission to learn more about it. So there was guys there that makes good money, but more like a swing trade type of person, long term positions, keep it for a year, that type of thing. I couldn't do that. I need to know now if I'm am I making money or am I losing money? All right, so you don't trade it, you use it for, yeah, exactly, wider picture analysis. I've got another guy. I mean, he spoke to me about, I think, 3 weeks ago. And he said we're in a phase on Elliott Wave now where there's a big sell-off coming. So I said to him, look, I don't do Elliott Wave, but I do know we keep going higher. At some point, this thing's got to fall down. And I've got lots of liquidity, sell-side liquidity that was untapped. So I agree with you. But yeah, I'm probably the worst person when it comes to Elliott Waves. Yes, that's right. Good. That was a good topic to chat about, guys. All right, let's see. So we've done this now. So now we need to see where to from here. So what I wanted to show you guys earlier. So here you guys can see on the hourly. Take this away. I mean, we pumped down. This is 50% was around here. So we ran liquidity up there. And this is definitely bearish. So I do think this low is a target. And yeah, so preacher has been dead. Okay. All right, so let's see. Maybe we just keep going. I would have thought, I mean, it's not over till it's over, right? So we just got to see this whole trend line down. Nice liquidity building up, but we need to see some sort of a turnaround here if we really want to go back up there. Ding, ding, ding. So obviously we saw this as a good trade, right? So just to show you guys, if I had to follow this indicator down here, I would never have taken this trade. So this push down should have break through the momentum, and it didn't. Then I needed that gray lines after we pushed down to pull back up here for that pullback. It didn't do that. This is more, looks like a consolidation, not happening, that type of thing. So this is not telling me the right story. On the other hand, this one gave us the indication that momentum's drying up, but this is also not clear moves. So that's why I wasn't looking at that, because there was nothing standing out there. This was a good one. So we broke structure here. We consolidated, run that high, and then shift away, leaving the fair value gap at 50%. That's where we entered. And then we gradually moved all the way down. All right, so let's see the 15 minutes. So we don't forget about that. 15-minute, we sitting on this fair value gap here. That one right there. I'm going to take all of this actually off. Leave that. Just want to make it a little bit clear. So we're going to keep that. I mean, that's all done. All right, and this is done now as well. All right, so yeah, let's go back to 1 minute and we will see where we are. All right, so this could now, we ran it low. And I think the other thing about trading is you need to be able to see, build a case before it happens and not after the fact. So we run liquidity in a fair value gap. So we would want to see a break of structure here, leave a fair value gap here. And then some people say there's your inverse fair value gap right there. So take the long there. And when we obviously break there, you go to break even, and then you target all these liquidity on this side. But I'm going to see if we're going to get some sort of a push up, then see if you want to turn around to go higher. I don't think we're going to get a clean entry here, because if you look at the 50 SMA, it's like sitting there. So, or yeah, so it's not close. So it breaks through all of that to test the bounce. So, but let's see. Let's see. Da, da, da. Exactly. So I would have taken a loss if I took this IFG. Yeah. Ding a ding a ding a ding. Just creating more liquidity. So maybe in 50 minutes from now, well, let's look at this. Let me have a look while we wait. Okay, let me go to a 1 hour. I want to show you guys what we could be seeing right now. Okay, so let's leave it. All right, so we're in midpoint here, right? And we consolidate. We run the highs, we came down, and now we run the lows. This is the first candle now. This could be run the lows as power of 3 and pull back into the range. And keep it in a longer consolidation, putting people long, short, back into the range till tomorrow. I'm just putting that in my mind to say there could be an opportunity or a position. We're in a fair value gap here. We ran equal lows. Maybe this is the wick of the 1 hour here because we just started 2 minutes in. And maybe we see price pushing up here. Because we've got all this liquidity as well, and we've got equal highs up here. And that will bring us back into this bigger fair value gap, right? Have we run that? No, we haven't. Sorry, we've got this liquidity as well. Okay, let's see. Can we do this? Ding, 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 down, down, down. I mean, if you turn around here, this is your... So that IFG didn't work. This one did work. There's 50% right down there. That is if we can pull back in here. Let's see if it will play out this one. I'm actually going to take this off. I'm just worried this thing goes lower here. Anyone with lucid prop firms? Okay. On gold, I have it shooting to, okay, and then, okay. I'm going to keep an eye on gold. Maybe I must buy some gold. All right, so we are bouncing off. I'll show you guys a quick trick on how to draw these entry levels. That's your, so you take your fair value gap that got inversed and then look at the fair value gap. That dark section down here where they all overlap, that's where you look for your entries. This would have been a nice entry. I was a bit skeptical about it, so we'll just wait. This is still pretty low. So if we get price close above here now, aggressively and pull back, because there's your order block, run. This is a propulsion block if we break higher and come test that again. I don't trade order blocks and those type of things. I just know what that is. But let's see. Da, 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 da. Do you guys think we're going to go up here? Ding, ding, ding. Let's see, let's see, let's see. I'm watching this price action very closely. So obviously we're in this fair value gap here. And that's the right place to bounce, if you will. So that's also going to be looking at 50%. That's the right spot. I just don't know if this is going to come back down here. Mhm. We're going to see. The reason I'm not touching it yet, and why I'm a bit skeptical, is because on the high time frames we bearish. I know we had a fair value gap now, but sometimes the higher time frames obviously wins. And I don't want to get trapped in here. So we're already below those fair value gaps again. So I mean, we could have a nice big candle up here. Then it's maybe a different story. But not at this point. This looks like we want to go lower here. Mm-hmm. Now this is the thing about trading, guys, and that's why I've got indicators. I call them indicators now. In my mind, it's my tools. It's like when you go fly an airplane. You don't just jump in a plane and look at the clouds and try to read the clouds. You've got instruments with you that can help you, because you might think it looks right to bounce up here, but then your indicators told you a different story. That's exactly what happened here. Both my indicators were not having a bullish move here. I mean, that's a nice quick trade to that high, not higher up though. Not like the trade we had earlier here. I'll give you a quick show. So we haven't broke momentum through, not even here, here. We were still down at the bottom here. Then the second leg, we didn't even get through 50%, and then we rolled over. So that tells me we're not having momentum really to push higher here. And if you look at this, I mean, we at between 50 and 30, so it's not oversold yet, if that's the right term. I know it's turning, but there's a lot. I mean, this, we popped out of the bands and back in. That could have been the drop. Then we went out back, and then we drop and cross down the green with this. And that tells me we might go even lower here. And the thing is, I had to bring in tools, guys. And even if I look at the moving averages, sorry, I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking at. Then you guys will understand what I do. I looked at this. That was the 50. I mean, I needed the 50 closer here to break through. Then I would have said yes. But here it looks like we're still just testing it to break back down under the what is this? It's exponential, the 8 and the 21. And as you can see, that's where we're going now. So if I did not use indicators because I'm as good as ICT and I read price and I follow IFEGs, blah, 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 I mean, I would have been out of my trade here, or ICT, I would have been in my trade here and then got stopped. Certainly turning into terms of easier trades. Yes, no, you're right. No, April, May was horrible. But I can tell you my horror of trading started last year, April, when these tariffs was came out with Trump. My trading turned like this in an instant. But I've learned through that in the last 12 months, so I'm better off now. So I met a guy who trades, he's very successful, he makes good money, and he trades with, you guys are going to laugh, I think it's 15 moving averages. 15. You must see his screen. He's got two screens. And I mean, the one screen is just lines. Only he knows what's going on there. I'm telling you, he tried to explain it to me. I was like, gosh, I don't even know how to read. I mean, 3 moving averages. Now you're going to give me 15, 16 or something. So something isn't there. Yep. It's always something. And I must tell you guys, the one thing that people say when you start trading is you got to learn the ropes. You got to learn how to read price and indicators, blah, 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 all of that stuff. And then at the end of the day, you got to find something that resonates with you and you got to make it your own. And that is exactly how you're going to be successful. Yes, that Swiss drop was massive. So yeah, so just going back to that is I never understood that. I was like, how the hell do I make it my own? I just want to learn how to trade. Show me what works. Then I start going through all of these things. But where I'm at now, yeah, just moving averages, but I end up finding something and develop some stuff for me that I've tested, that I can read, that I understand, and it works for me. So I can show you guys how to use those tools. But I mean, there's days where I will look at it and I'm like, okay, I'm not actually going to touch this because I've seen something like this before. And I'm trying to see if I can put a strategy together or use those tools or something mechanical. There are 3 setups. There is one that's actually very good. It doesn't come every day, and you need to know where you are in the market as well. Then you get capitalized on that, and I'll show you guys when it presents. It did present a couple of times, but I think it did actually in the last 2 days on those big drops. And I cut my profits very early. And I was like, why did you cut it so early? Just let it ride. But yeah, so you got to get that thing in your mind to say, listen, you got to find something that you can make it your own. You must make it your own on such a level that if ICT tells you you're wrong or some other guru that's very good tell you you're wrong, you must trust your setup, regardless of what they say. If they say go short and your thing says go long, then you go long. And eat popcorn and watch how everybody shorts. Because I can promise you, I've done it before where all these clever guys say, no, the market say we're going this way. Then I go that way. But my thing said to go the other way. Then I lose money because I went with them. Okay. pretty much nothing right now. So we got about 30 minutes left. Then we can see some volatility. I don't know what volatility we're going to get, but we'll see. So this session we ended up with 3,000. Okay. And then also this time is not the right time to look for trades. So I'm not even going to attempt any. I can show you guys one of the setups while we got time here and nothing's happening. I'm going to show you one of the setups using these indicators. Let's use this one. Change this to a 5 minutes. I mean, this played out on a 5 minute. You can look for this on the 1 minute as well. Then you add your 50 moving average and you bring up this thing. I don't know if this, yeah, there we go. All right. So if you guys look closely, so obviously we bearish on the market, right? So we've got something down here, but that's fine. Let's keep that out of your mind. So the moving average is coming down here. Price was away from it and came all the way back. When it came back, it obviously go into the zone where you look for, this is a pullback, and the blue and red, the momentum stay lower, but that's just indicating it's a pullback. High quality pullback goes into the what is it, 89% up there, and then it crossed there. Now this black candle down here, you could take a short on the bottom, but what works very well is if you look for a engulfing. So I'll bring the TDI up here as well, because the red line actually went out of the band at the same time we reached that high, and we were close to the 50, and we went back into the bands and we crossed over there. So you could have taken a short there, but then you look for engulfing, and engulfing was here, was this candle right there, and right on top, that black candle engulfed that white candle. That tells me, okay, this is now want to go lower, and all you look for is a 2R, and that's the trade. I mean, you would have some sort of drawdown there, but that was just a retest of that white candle. But shouldn't go back to the with this condition, she shouldn't get back to the high of that candle. You could have taken that, this black candle here, but I've tested this, and sometimes the market goes higher and then do the engulfing and send it lower. And that's one of the setups. Just thought I'll share that quickly with you guys so you guys can see it. And I saw it on a 5 minutes. But this can be refined on the 1 minute as well, if there's a setup. I mean, we had some pullbacks today. I just could not find any engulfing candles. I think there was one actually. Let's see. Oh, there was one, yeah. But I'll show you guys. Just bring this back up here. Just this one here. Where is it? Sorry, just give me a second. Why am I not seeing this? It's this big candle. Oh, here we go. This one, yeah. Only problem here is to be pulled back into this fair value gap. Nice pullback. Not that strong to the downside. I didn't take this. I don't know if this was a 2-hour trade. Gosh. And we'll do some looking now. So that's a 14. So this was not out the band. That's why I didn't take it. And this is where the rules come in. If you stick to those rules and you tick it one by one, you're going to get some good trades. So what I want to do is, once we get this bloody account funded, I'm busy looking at putting these setups, these three setups. These three setups together. So I'll make a little bit of a video to explain it and all of that. I'll put it on the Discord, and then I just want to see how much mission it will be, but I'll get maybe 3 prop counts, and we'll trade each prop account for each strategy. And the aim would be to trade it for like 12 months or so and see who performs the best in a year. That way you can gather, and then what we'll do is every entry we take like that, we'll have a explanation what you look for, and then I'll just do screenshots, boom, 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 and plug it in there, and then hopefully people can see what works well, and then we'll gather data. I mean, it will be live data. I can tell you what the data says now, but it will be live data for people to see it in real time. And then you guys can make the decision yourself if that's something you want to look for or trade or not. While I'm waiting, let's see if there's anything on gold. Someone asked about gold earlier. See, gold's in a strong downtrend. Pretty much. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, let's see. Come on. 20 minutes still to go. Okay. Ding, ding. Looks like a little bit of a pullback here as well. But let's see. Still early. Looks like some sort of a divergence here. See, lower lows, higher lows. Breaking structure. Then I want to see if this blue line is going to go through it. Then I think we can go push something up higher. So now that I've got that, I need to see this blue cross through the top end here. Got to make sure this is not a retest or test on this 50 moving average. So 8 seconds. I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so if it pins like that, I'm going to have to wait. Right. Maybe not the right time. So timing is everything with these things. So there's an interesting stat for you guys. There's a 50% chance if the blue line crosses the midpoint and that same candle crosses and close above the, in this case, above the 50 simple moving average. We had this candle here. It closed below the 50%. It closed below the moving average. It did pull back. That's where we entered. And it actually went down. A 50% chance, guys. This one did not close above that, but we did get momentum, got momentum there. There's a few things here, but you want to look for, if you look for momentum, that line, straight line from the extreme to the extreme, that's good. This was against trend type of thing, so. Okay, let's see. Oh, we're going to close above that now. Not yet, still making pins. See if we can push it up there. A little bit of a preempt trade again. We haven't closed it yet, so. Also the wrong time of day as well, but ding, 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 ding. I don't know if we should try for 2 grand. Let's see. Let's see if it's one to go there or not. There's a little fair value gap here, so we want to see price actually move stronger through there and not pin like that, because this could quite easily turn around. How many points is this actually? 50. So normally you take like 10, 20 points, which is probably about here. But I'm just looking at these highs. Let's see if we want to get to that highs. All right, so we need to close above that swing point there. That will give us a little bit more comfort that we want to go higher. Okay, that's much better. Let's just keep going now. We still haven't broken this. Okay, so now we inversed it. VG. And I'll drag that one out a bit. I'll just bring this back to the right so people can see it. And I'm just targeting this highs and see if we can get 2,000 bucks out of this. Hopefully that IFEG holds price. We pinned through that midpoint, so now we just want to see price run up here. Come on, do it. Give it for us. Give it to us. Maybe a little bit of consolidation, and then we can see price bouncing higher. And I'm going to show you guys now why I decided to take this. So let's see if we can get to that TP. TD. Give us the bounce. Bouncy. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I know you can. You want to. You have to. Only problem I've got with this trade is there's no swing low here. I mean, it's down here. So normally your stop would go there. So I'm just putting my stop below this big candle. I mean, if it now comes lower to test this 50 moving average, then obviously I'm out of the trade. But I still believe it's going to go higher. And I'll show you guys in a moment why I'm thinking so, or why I thought it's worth trading. Right, so there we go. I'm out of that trade. On this, look at these bands, they're expanding. So that tells me there's volatility coming in. So looking at this, I mean, I could have just taken a 10 point, 20 point there. And we're moving outside of the band. That tells me there's momentum to go in that direction. And this is also showing me momentum it's changing. But what this is going to tell us now that this is just a pullback to go higher. And you'll see now, I mean, we inverse this fair value gap, we inverse it back down, and we're most likely going to inverse it back up again. And let me see if you guys can see what else is there holding. So let's see on this one. So this is obviously saying we're going higher. We didn't get this all the way down here, but they're showing engulfing candle. So in theory, you could, no, not in theory, because we haven't seen this black, these gray lines cross down here. Need to keep the blue there, but this is not a high probability, but it's close to the 50 and is a pullback, momentum's up, engulfing candles. So let's see if this is actually going to push higher. I mean, we've got nice equal highs right there. Oh. VT, 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. Let's take this off so it doesn't distract you guys. Okay, so now we get lower here. 145 February gap, yes. I wouldn't be surprised if price is just going to go up and down, yeah. Not just here, but overnight maybe for the news tomorrow. It's always if there's no swing points in that leg. I look at the fair value gap. That will form probably the swing point. I mean, there's a swing point there now. We just ran it, so let's see if we're going to pump up here now. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. All right, 2 minutes left. Two more minutes. Let's see. Alright, so what I wanted to see is, oh gosh, what am I doing? Sorry, what have I done? I've wanted to do that. That's where the bounce is a good one. I mean, I'm saying it's a good one, but if it was more aggressive. But if you were looking for longs, that would be a place to look for it. Ding, 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 ding. All right, this is it. This is the last minute. Right, so this is it, 12 seconds to go. Then we're going to see. Do you guys think we're going to see a nice push up? No. A push down. Oh, there goes the push up. How many points is this? 47. There we go. Back to inversing it. Going for those equal highs. Sure, it's got to go there. Yep. All right, guys, we managed to fight the fight today and live another day, and tomorrow we do it again. Remember this, what is it? The CPI was today. PMI. But anyways, there's Redfield. I can't remember which one it is tomorrow, but we've got news tomorrow, so hopefully we get a nice setup tomorrow. And yeah, looking forward to see you guys in the AM session. Take care. Have a great day further. And thanks for joining, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe. Cheers. Bye-bye.